Shalom, shalom. I want to start by giving all praises to the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. My name is Brother Napak from the Current Prophets of Babylon, down here in Tampa Bay, Florida. And I want to give double honors to elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the ones listening in. And I want to get into a quick lesson on this this photo, one of the brothers sent to the chat. All right. It has a quote that goes with it. It says, "We are men. We don't lose hope in hard times. We get stronger in that shit." All right. So, it's a your pa quote, because once you understand, we're men, bro. We're men, bro. Especially when you come to this truth, that's when you really become a man. Let things of this world go, sacrificing the things that that made you comfortable in this place and coming unto uncomfortability. One thing about a man is when you become a man, you have to find comfort in being uncomfortable. All right, and continue to be in uncomfortable situations. All right, because that's how you continue to to adapt to new ways. All right, better ways. Is being in that uncomfortability. And not having that comfort. You're adapting to it. All right, becoming stronger. Your mind's becoming stronger. Your mental. All right, and that's what you need is a strong mind as a man, where you cannot easily be deceived or easily persuaded from what you believe in and what you have went through. All right, so I got this scripture real quick I want to get first. This is just something that, right when I seen this photo, first thing that popped up in my head. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 and verse 4. It says, For though they be punished in the sight of man, yet is their hope full of immortality. All right. So yet we be punished in the sight of man. Everybody look at us like, oh, you don't really got shit going on for yourself. Go get a job. You be getting afflicted every day, chastised. People, we're getting punished, in the sight of man. For that's what it will look like unto them, to other people. But really it's just the Lord afflicting us and making our spirits a lot more stronger. It says, yet is their hope full of immortality. So yet is our hope. It's full of immortality. It's full of, what's to come. All right. So we don't lose hope through the punishment. We don't lose hope through the punishment or afflictions or chastisement. We don't lose hope, bro. Instead our hope grows that much more, because through that, we're building, we're being built and molded into men. All right, being built and molded into men of the Lord, soldiers of the Lord. That don't just take shit, man. We stand our ground, bold as lions for this truth. That's what the Lord is looking for. The Lord ain't looking for no cowards, man. All right, so we don't lose hope. You lose hope through the afflictions, through the hell, you're a coward, man. All right, so Lord go put you through a whole bunch of things, bro. All right, he's always going to deliver you out. But through that suffering, you want to see if you're going to continue to trust in him. Are you going to continue, to have hope? Are you going to continue to go through that suffering and grow? And that's what, we do, once we come into this truth. If we continue to catch that hell, catch that suffering, that affliction, and through that we're growing. All right. It says, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For Yahweh proved them and found them worthy for himself. So having been a little chastised, brothers will be greatly rewarded, bro. Catching a little hell here and there, these afflictions you catching, on this side. We're going to be greatly rewarded for all that, bro. Lord willing, I am of that number. That's what we all seek, to be of that number, bro. All right, for salvation, It said, for Yahweh proved them and found them worthy for himself. So the Lord has proved those men, by putting them through that chastisement, putting them through those afflictions, that hell. You're being proven, all right, to be men. You're being proven to be, men of the Lord. Because, your mind is and your hope is constantly on, being saved from this place, the Lord, trusting in the Lord, So through that chastisement, you're going to be great reward, and the Lord is proving you through it, through that suffering. The Lord is proving your spirit, proving you as a man, proving if, okay, is this man, ready for what's to come, all right? Because we're going to be getting proved a lot more in the times to come. And each suffering is a test, all right? Each suffering is a test, and once you pass that, you got to get to the next suffering. It's probably going to be something way worse and, in probably a different circumstance. All right. Because you already grew from that, so Lord ain't going to put you through the same thing because, you already passed that test. It's going to be easy. But nah, the Lord's going to put you through something else. All right. A different test. So, okay, now I'm going to put you to this. See how you deal with this. All right. And it's going to be harder than the last one. And you may suffer more, but you got to continue to have hope, because we're men, bro. Once women are put in uncomfortable situations, they give up. They doubt. They worry. They say, I don't want to do this anymore. All right, but when as a man, you're supposed to go through that, that trial of suffering, being uncomfortable, constantly having hell, constantly dealing with hell. All that, bro. You gotta be able to go through that, bro. But this society has taught, men to be effeminate. When you're going through something, you can just, you don't gotta go through it. You can go cry about it, all this other BS. Nah, bro. Go through it, man. Go through that hell, bro. You want to give up? You want to quit? That's some woman. That's woman stuff, bro. Instead, go through it, man. Go through the fire. Go through the afflictions. Go through the flame. Go through the hell, bro. Because at the end of the day, at the end of that, the Lord's gonna bless you. All right, the Lord's gonna see what you're going through, bro. You're gonna be like, okay, this brother's staying faithful. He ain't giving up. He ain't stopped trusting me. He ain't stopped for He ain't started giving up anything. Now it's gonna come to times where you be like, damn, Lord, like, why? You may complain. You had it where Job complained a lot, bro. But Job had to continue to keep that faith. All right, because his faith was being tested. And then once Job continued through that suffering, the Lord blessed him, with more than he had before. All right. So it says, as gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. All right. So as gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. So the Lord, tried us like gold in the furnace. All right. And that gold being in that furnace that gold is being refined. All right. And the Lord is refining us through the Spirit, refining us, through, our what's the word for it? Through our spirits, bro. The Lord is refining us, all right, making us more strong in the mind, making us more strong, spiritually, all right, to where you can fight against this fleshly body. You can fight against the flesh, all right, because the flesh want to continue to give up, all right, but when your spirit's telling you to keep going, spirit like, oh, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, but your flesh telling you, nah, bro, just leave it alone, man, give up, bro, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. And it's like that constant fight between the flesh and the spirit. But you got to listen to the spirit and keep going, bro. All right? And then what makes it even worse is that you get demons around you that tell you to give up as well, bro. You get demons coming to plague your mind. Probably like, you got family, that probably say certain things. Like, bro, and that's really all just the Lord putting everything against you right now. All right. And you got to trust the Lord. You got to trust the Lord and not everybody else. You got to trust the Lord, bro. Job's own woman came against him and told him, curse the Lord and die, bro. You understand how that feels? your own woman coming towards you, like, oh, curse the Lord and die. It's like, damn, bro, like, you don't even, like, what the fuck, So it's like, that's something brothers got to go through, is that suffering, man. And even if it feel like everything is against you, that should motivate you more. When everything is against you, everybody coming against you, all these demons plaguing your mind, all these things coming, to bite at you, it's like, bro, like, I can't get a break. Every time, I get a little bit, a little bit of a leisure, something else comes. It's like, bro, what the hell, man? Like, but you got to continue to keep going, because we're men, bro. Lord is raising up men. All right. Lord is raising up men that trust in him, that believe in him, that has faith in him. All right. If you're going to sit there and you're going to pout and cry and give up, then all right, bro, that it wasn't meant for you. But a man is going to continue to go through it, continue to catch that hell. All right. I'm going to get this in, I'm going to get this in the Blue Letter Bible. 2 Corinthians 12 and verse 9. It says, each time he said, my grace is all you need. Or Salakia, I'm reading the NLT version. I'm reading the KJV. It says, this is 2 Corinthians 12 and verse 9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee. And this is the Lord speaking, Yahushua. For my strength is made perfect in weakness. So the Lord's strength is made perfect in weakness, bro. All right. So when you catching hell, all right, you going through your infirmities, bro. Glory in that, bro, because that's when you're getting closer to the Lord. That's when the Lord is able to deal with you more. That's when the Lord is able to sup with you more. Before, when everything was fine, you wasn't really relying on the Lord that much, bro. Being real. A lot of dudes, when everything's fine, you don't really rely on the Lord that much until the Lord put you through something, until the Lord put you through hell, until the Lord put you through suffering. Then that's when you will call upon the Lord. And in that moment of suffering, you calling upon the Lord, you praying, you fasting, you do all the things that you need to do, all right, to get through that suffering and affliction. All right, the Lord is building you, girding you up, in the spirit, making you stronger in the spirit. So once you do finish that time of suffering and that time of testing, you keep those attributes that you learned and that you gained from that suffering, bro. All right, because now you finish that route, you finish that hell. Now you get to the end of it, like, damn, like, I really grew. You see your stuff, a lot better and stronger in the spirit. It says, most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of a Mashiach may rest upon me. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities and reproaches, in necessities and persecutions and distresses for Mashiach's sake. For when I am weak, then am I strong. So, all right, man. You take pleasure in those infirmities, bro. You glory in those infirmities when you getting those reproaches. All right, persecution, catching hell. You can't pay your bills. You can't do this. You can't do that. It feels like Lord is taking everything out your life. You're losing more than you're gaining. You take pleasure in that, bro, because when you are weak, then are you strong. All right, when you're weak, in the flesh, when you're weak, with when it concerning just going through a lot of stuff, and you're mourning, you're weeping, you feel it's hard, then are you strong, bro? Because that's when you're going to continue to seek out the Lord, and continue every time the Lord's going to show you, okay, just trust in me. All right, and you trust in the Lord, and the Lord turn your whole situation around every time. But the Lord's going to put you through different types of levels of that faith testing, those trials of faith. Lord's going to put you through different types of levels. So when you pass the first level, all right, now it's time for second level. Now it's time for third level. Now it's time for fourth level. And each level gets harder than the level before. So just be ready for that, bro. Just understand that, just understand that it's going to continue to get worse. All right, each level is going to continue to get worse. You may get a little break for here, or it may give you a little reward you for the last level you passed, but now it's time to get to the second level. All right, and the Lord's going to put you through more. The Lord's going to put you through worse. And then it's like, bro, I gotta trust. I just gotta trust. I gotta trust. I got a scripture me and the brother had went Salakia. I got a scripture to me and the brother had went through together yesterday. This scripture right here, man, it really supped with the spirit. We went through a lot of scriptures. I might get some of those scriptures as well. But I'm gonna try to make this too long though, cause I gotta go to school in a little bit. But it says Romans 8 and verse 28, for we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh, to them who are called according to his purpose. So everything worketh good unto those that love the Lord, bro. All right. All things work together for good to those that love the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The Lord's gonna make everything work out, So brothers, you gotta go through the shit. You gotta go through the hell. You gotta go through the war, bro. This is a constant war, a constant battle that we have to go through. All right, we are men. All right, but we don't lose hope in those hard times. Instead we get stronger in it. All right, we become a lot more stronger. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the ones listening again and hopeful elect. I just want to get straight into it. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles, great millstone once again. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Shalom, Akim.